welcome to Straight Up Monday with your host Tara again. This week we're going to be talking about gay dates. So our first gay dates, our ideal gay dates, and other things like that. And if you have watched my previous video, which is a single person's guide to Valentine's Day, you'll know that I have not, one, been on a date, and two, am not gay, so I probably won't go on a gay date, but I do have something I want to talk about that is related to dating. And the inspiration came from my school newspaper, The Strand. I don't remember. There we go. The Strand. And they have an advice column, and it basically for relationship problems. It's called Sex 100 by 1Y. And I'll just read you the question that this person asked. So, Dear Dr. Sexlove. Yeah, that's the name. I'm super into this girl I just met in this course. That's what I started this term. I've only known her for, what, a week now? But we spoke after class and she seemed into me too. And we're going on a date this weekend. Thing is, I'm trans. I started taking testosterone 2 years ago and had top surgery about a year ago. I passed pretty seamlessly. I've told people I've met since my transition about my identity, but I've never had to consider disclosing my trans identity to someone I'm interested sexually and romantically. I know this might be a little premature, but when should I tell this girl and how should I do it? So the advice that Dr. Sexlove gives, that's a really weird name to say, Dr. Sexlove, but yeah, basically the advice they give is that this person doesn't have to tell their identity to the person they're dating unless they really want to, and that they should do it, if they're going to, have someone like an ally there to be able to talk to about it later, and do it in a nice, safe place. And basically, yeah, so that's their advice. And I just wanted to talk about maybe my advice on this and maybe how I would feel. So, I think that's definitely the way to go. I mean, especially if you're just like someone you met in the course and you just asked her out on a date, then, especially if you're living as a man, and you basically are a man because you're getting the surgery, you got the testosterone, you are a man. So, you should have no problem dating a single girl. And especially if she doesn't know and she totally thinks you pass and she's into you, then just go and have fun on your date. You shouldn't really worry about that sort of thing unless it gets really serious. Because casual dating is what it's like, casual dating. You just go out and meet new people and have fun. If it ever gets to the point where it has to get physical, then you definitely do. Because they would be really surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Especially if they're straight and never dated guys. Only guys. So, definitely tell them then, and I agree with the advice in there, and it says, talk to her in a safe public place, but somewhere where there are people around, because then she can't freak the hell out, and if she does, then she's kind of a nut-keeper anyway. She should keep her composure. Maybe for myself, if I ever went on a casual date, which I haven't yet, and a guy was into me, and he asked me out, and I liked him, then I would go. And I would have fun. And if I ended up liking him, I'd go again. And again, whatever. And if I'd ever went to that point where I wanted to do that, where I wanted to get intimate, then definitely I would want to know beforehand. And I mean, it definitely, for me wanting to stay with a person would have to, it's so hard to say it because, like, you don't want to offend anyone. Because they should definitely accept you for who you are, especially if you're living as a guy and you were born as a woman. Like, it doesn't really matter. But it does, in a respect. Especially because as a straight person, you don't think you have to, you never really think of that as an option for some reason. I don't know why. It's just not in the psyche yet. So it's kind of weird to say what I would do in the situation because I haven't been in it. And I don't know, maybe I'll be one of those people who freaks out and says, like, I never want to see you again, which I hope I don't do because I hope I'm way more open-minded than that. But seriously, I would love to say that casual dating, yeah, I would definitely go with someone who's at them, especially if they didn't tell me because I wouldn't know. And I would love them for who they are, and that doesn't really have to play into it. Until a certain point, though, is when you should tell them. And then maybe they'll be fine with it, maybe they won't. really depends on the personality of the girl. So just, I think it's that advice that was given in there about not telling until things get further along, and casual dating, just be yourself. And that's who you are. And that's who you are. And I don't think that the identity should really have a problem with a girl, especially if she is already into you and has agreed to let it. So that is my rambling video of the day on the topic of gay dates and gay dating. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Monday. 1, 2, 3, internet high five!